Hey, welcome back to the show. It's LuminousStress, where we're always stressed out, and apparently I don't know how to walk. I just fly and fall on my face. But hey, I got a lot of plans for today. We're going to build basically a desert refrigeration system today, and we're going to keep working on the storage so we can empty out our wagon back there and repurpose it for some other things. So we got a lot to jump into. Let's get started. And we're back, and look at this. It's complete. Isn't that awesome? Okay, this is kind of underwhelming. This is the completed desert refrigerator, for lack of better terms. And all you can see is a little stack on the top. If you come in down here, I got a door, and here you walk down into the ice. And it's just a simple round room with a little chimney. We've got some ice in here. We got some blue ice in here. I don't have very much packed ice or ice for that matter, but there we go. Just a simple little addition to the farm. Nothing too fancy. You know, this is if you're homesteading out in the desert and you don't have electricity, you do what you got to do to keep things cool. The ground is a good insulator, and you know, you get a certain number of feet below ground. It's a constant temperature. And then we've got that stack to let any heat out, and we've got the vented door to let the cool air from the pond in. So just a simple little design, and it's kind of hidden, which is the point. The next thing we need to work on is storage to get our wood out of this wagon over here. And I was talking in the last episode about how I want to make like a lumber camp or something along those lines, and then it dawned on me, there's no wood anywhere around us except for the tree that I've brought in, and there's some way over there, and there's some, you know, 600-700 blocks over there. You can kind of see, nope, I don't know what you can see, but it's not trees. So it doesn't really make sense to put a lumber yard in here when there's no trees. Now I thought about, this is a nice lake, could connect some more water there. So I thought about, do we, you know, dredge this out and put a little river in, and we could say, you know, that'd be some extreme lore saying that we're, you know, bringing the logs in from down the river, etc., etc. But you know, I used to live in a mining community and more importantly a logging community. We did both, but you'd put the lumber mill close to where the logs are coming from. You don't haul the logs any further than you have to. So all of that to say, I came up with a different solution. If we go into our storage room over here, you will notice I have a bunch of stone, cobblestone, andesite, diorite, you know, all the things you find in the ground. Well, instead of building a lumber mill, I think what we're going to do is build a mine shaft, just a fake one. Although we could turn it into a real mine shaft somewhere in this area right here, and we'll put all of our ores and metals and stones and all of those kinds of things right under the ground in this hill. So that's what I'm going to work on next. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, and just like that, we've got a completed little storage area here. As you can see, it looks like it's an entrance to a mine. I like the angles from out here. But also, if we come up on top, I've got all the sand back up here, and it's kind of blended in. So it does just from this angle, it completely hides. You wouldn't know it was there unless you know it's there. And of course, you come across it from this side, you'd see it. But I got the acacia wood on the outside. It kind of just blends, but it does show that we're going into a mine shaft. They're almost always wood. We stripped it, but whatever. And then we've got dark oak because most of the mine shafts actually around here, like our cave spawner over there and others, were in dark oak shafts. So I kind of wanted to keep that similarity going. But we've got plenty of chests down here for all of our stone items. We can put the deep slate items over here. I've got barrels. I'm thinking I'll put the ores in. And so we can move a lot of stuff over here. And that's going to free up a ton of space in the other storage room where we can move the wood. Now back here, I want to get some armor stands maybe and some TNT, and we'll do some fancy design here just to set TNT on some of these blocks just as decoration. But the other thing I'd like to do is I'm thinking about trying to figure a way. Maybe I'll put a bubble elevator like down on one side and up on the other, over here going down to our mine shaft. Might save us from having to swim all the time. It's not a big priority. We can do it later. But yeah, this is just a simple, looks like we've been blasting over here. Got a couple lanterns set up so nothing spawns. I got to move all my supplies, probably put some signs up to label everything. That's going to take a little bit. Oop, hello, buddy. But we've got that moved here, and then once I get all the stones, the mining stuff in here, we can take all the wood out of the wagon and get it moved into the storage down there. So that'll mostly empty this, and we'll come back and see what's left in the wagon. Okay, as you can see, we're back at the wagon, and it's getting quite empty. We've got all of the timber out. If I flip around here to where we can see, we're down to some, well, realistically easy stuff to get out of here, and probably one more episode I'll have this thing completely emptied out. But yeah, let's take a quick tour of what we got down here. Got some labels on everything, and I went ahead and started color coding some of it just because I can. You know, lapis is blue. Now this is just the ores, so anything that I've mined, oops, that's a block, that doesn't belong in there. Anything that we've mined doesn't go in here anymore. So just redstone, iron, gold, copper, coal, obviously. And yeah, then we've got the deep slate version over here. The deep slate storage is a lot smaller because, well, there's just not as much down there. I know the tough is technically on the deep slate, but we've got it all here in the middle. And so I've got all my stones, stone brick, smooth stone, and cobblestone over here in all the variants. And then on this side, we've got andesite, diorite, granite, and dripstone. And yeah, so this is ready to go. And I've got all of the timber inside of that, which we've already toured before, so I won't run in there right now. But yeah, I think we're in a good position. You know, this is an older Western style town. And we've got the city over here. But what we're missing right now in the city is, well, a lot of things, really. But, you know, one of the first things a lot of communities did was they had to have that place of worship or a church. So I'd like to maybe build a church. I'm not sure exactly where to do it in here, but I'd like it to be part of the city. And I can see, look at that, somebody else is build something there. So we've got a lot going on. The city's expanding, and you know, it's time to start thinking about some of these a couple other builds in there. And then I've also been working on the interior of what's going to go in this museum. And so I'm almost ready to start working on that as well. And because right now it's a big, empty, ugly, yeah, room. But believe it or not, I've got enough room in here. I'm thinking 3 stories. Now I'm going to do a stone wall inside all this. It's actually going to cover the first 2 levels of windows, so you won't have any windows on those levels. But the top level, I'm going to keep them exposed. So the highest level will still have windows. but the other ones won't. And again, this is going to be, ideally, this is going to be our museum space. So I'm going to get some, artifacts of just like, when we beat the Ender Dragon, things like that. We'll put them in here. Our first diamonds, just to kind of memorialize our time in this world. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for right now. Not sure exactly what order I'm going to do all of that, but it's getting dark, so maybe we'll go take a nap and we'll figure it out tomorrow. So yeah, let's go in here and take a nap. Okay, we're back in front of the museum, and I think it's finally time that we get to working on this. Okay, I hate to admit it, but it might be time to consider a super smolter, where it's got the mine carts that automatically load the coal and the... Anyway, I've got 12 of these things going. I've got a bunch of stone in there. I realized I need some smooth stone. That's my main component for the floor, and pillars and things I'm going to put inside the museum. And since I don't have a super smelter, I've just got a bunch stacked out here in front of the fishing shack. And I'm pacing back and forth, waiting for it to get done. Because, yeah, I forgot to get all the supplies I needed before I started building. So, sometimes real life happens and you make a mistake and you got to wait. And today's one of those days. So, yeah, I might grab a fishing pole and see what we get while the fires burn. And then we'll get back to building. All right, we're standing out here in front of the museum, and I've got some good news. It's the floor is all in, the walls are all in, the windows are all in. It is complete, minus the interior decoration. But hey, let's take this opportunity to spin around, run up the stairs, and take a look at what we got. I know you guys were watching as we built, but we've got this. I like this lighter floor with the polished andesite sprinkled in with the smooth stone. Um, and I got more pillars downstairs because it's taller, and I just kind of want it to feel grandiose. We've got the double stairs, of course, and we switched to the polished tuff, keeping the same stone pillars, smooth stone pillars. And I did this railing around here that it's apparently missing a few panes. I'll have to go get them, but not sure how I did that. But yeah, it's just a white stained glass with a tough wall in there in the middle periodically. I've got lanterns laying on the ground. I'm thinking about putting them up on top of the wall here. We'll see what we end up doing completely with that. And in my design, I never could come up with a way up to the third floor that really loved. I settled on this. I got stairs in both of these corners, and this is the shortest floor, but it's the one with windows, which is kind of neat. And those windows are 3 panes thick, because that's just the way the design came out. You know, I've got this stone wall that you can see. Then we have the spruce wall on the other side of that, and of course I've got the bump out where I did all the windows because I like that, just the look of it from the outside. So those are very thick. But this is the biggest open space because I don't have any pillars up here, but it's also the shortest space. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this, which is why I was struggling trying to figure out what to do with the stairs. But yeah, it's completely done on the inside. And so we can mark this project as kind of complete in a way, minus the 4 or 5 panes I'm missing right there, which I'll have to go get in a minute. But yeah, in a way, this project is done. We are ready to start filling it in, and I'm really excited to do that. I want to move like our armor from when we killed the dragon up here. I want to do a section with all of the different mob heads that we've killed. Maybe we'll put those on the second floor. But yeah, we just getting to start filling this in and kind of highlight, you know, just make this a memory lane. It's one of the things I love in real life, you know, is having pictures on the wall and just having those memories of the things you did. And this will be a way in our Minecraft world to kind of do the same thing. We'll be able to save all of the important events in a way, memorialize them, maybe put some maps in here, things like that. And oh yeah, we got to figure out the door, I guess. I'm not sure. Right now I'm just going to leave it open. Yeah. Hadn't thought about that. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun finishing this. It's a big relief to have it completed. And I'm excited to be able to say that we've got another building complete, and next week we can turn our focus back onto the normal homestead stuff. Still have some ideas and things that I'm working on in my head as I look back there in the distance behind me. I'm still thinking we got to redo the bees somehow. You know, I got them in there. That was a good start, but we can do better. I've got an idea of maybe a globe type um greenhouse with a lot of glass and you know, some stuff like that. So yeah, this is LuminousStress. We're always stressed out, but hey, not right now because this project is looking complete, and that makes me very happy. And we'll see you next time. And if you're enjoying the show, the content, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. It really does help out a ton. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye. You know, it occurs to me I don't do this enough. This is such a simple thing in Minecraft. I mean, it's nothing. You know, it's early game things that we don't do as much when we get later on in the game because it's you know, not the most efficient way. It's not the fastest way to get things, but it's simple. It's kind of enjoyable, Um, combines the best things of fishing in real life with out some of the drawbacks. I'm never not a big fan of gutting fish, and I love to catch them. Throw a lot back in my day. I do like to eat them, so we do clean, gut and clean a lot of them. We used to drag a barbecue down by the creek. I remember when we lived on the farm, and we take the kids down there with us, and we just make a grandparents would go. We'd make an evening of it, and yeah, sitting here playing Minecraft. I'm living in a new state now. I have a completely different career path and managing a team now, and operating multiple things, and but yeah, it's a way, I sit here and play Minecraft, and I can actually kind of think back on some of those days that are gone, and enjoy it and remember it, and in a way it reminds me to take advantage of just the little moments that we have in time, and makes me look forward to the next opportunity I get to go out and do this again with my kids in real life. So yeah, maybe I should fish a little more in Minecraft.